Okay. I'm having a hard time getting around to recording this today for some reason. I don't really know why. But while I have something in the oven baking, I thought I can get this in, and we're on lesson 250. Let me not see myself as limited. And remember, we're doing this under the daily contemplation, in addition to the lesson, which is the more to focus our mind. Focus our mind as a way of, as Jesus says, a more direct approach to our Creator, to our reality. And that's what these lessons are designed to help us do. Focus our attention, focus our hearts and our mind, bring us into a consistent understanding, a consistent moment of experience of contact with reality, with God, with everything, with everything that communicates with you, a whole perfect instant, so you can set up your day and remember, and I think this is the important part of this lesson. Let me not see myself as limited. Remember, when we talk, the world is a limit. The world is a limit placed on the Son of God. Make no mistake about it. And what Jesus is attempting to do is, and especially when he says something like, remember, you're not a body, you're free. He's trying to get us not to negate, in a sense, how do I say this? Not to deny the bodily experience, or not to deny the worldly experience that we're having, in this sense. But in order to see it as not, in order to see, but to learn to see it not as what limits us. The world doesn't limit us. Our mind, thinking we are a body in space and time, is what placed the limits on us. And let me not see myself as limited means allow me to see myself as capable. Allow me to see myself as not within this world of space and time at all, not limited to a bodily identity. Allow me not to deny that I'm experiencing it, but use this experience and accept it as it is to continue in the action of acceptance of what our reality is as God created us to be. Because here we must look directly at the fact that we are in denial. Accept the fact that we're in denial, not deny it and work against ourselves, and allow that acceptance of who we are to grow and expand past the limitations that we've placed upon ourselves, as if we were in fact a body in the world of space and time. Let me behold the Son of God today, not the Son of Man, and witness to his glory. There was a guru. He was a good, nice guy. He was associated with some of the best musicians in the world. And he was in Long Island and then again out in San Francisco. And he spent his life attempting to break records, like paint more pictures in a single year than anyone else, lift more weight for his age, in order to show the power of the Spirit as it is operating with him. But all the demonstrations that he utilized, and they were definitely phenomenal, still were operating within the world of space and time, demonstrating an expanded power, but they weren't demonstrating a power that would allow him to help us see that this is not our home. And we had the cable, as we learned in an earlier lesson, if I want, I could leave this world entirely. So while we can lay our head on the feet of the Guru and be secure as if we're sitting on the top of the world is a limitation placed on the Son of God. Let me see the Son of God in his glory today as God created him, not glorified within the world of space and time, as if the achievement within the world of space and time proves it proves the unlimited nature within the world of limitation. So you're unlimited in your limitation. Let me not try to obscure the holy light in him, and see his strength diminish and reduce to frailty, nor perceive the lack in him with which I would attack his sovereignty. And when I just read this, we have a tendency to look upon our brothers within their bodily age and attribute limitations to them based on their age that we and the frailty that we judge them to be based on what we view their body as. And in fact, at any point in time, there isn't a single person, there isn't a single mind, no matter what age they tend to be appearing in the world of space and time. There isn't a single one of us who cannot, in this instant, apply forgiveness and go beyond the limitations that we previously placed ourselves in. And that's what I'm talking about here. Don't let me judge my brother as being diminished and frail because he's presenting a body to me wherein which that's what I would think is occurring, because that mind is perfect as God created it, no matter what the bodily appearance seems to be. In any given instance, something can catalyze the possibility of that particular person who you deem frail as capable of making a decision to allow forgiveness to enter into his heart and mind, and a miracle will occur where the two of you see yourself as both way beyond where you think you are right now in the limitations of the frailty that you judge based on viewing someone and thinking that that's what they are. They're limited to their body. Nor perceive the lacks in him with which I would attack his... It's like saying you can't be God's son because, frankly, you don't have enough money in your wallet. Because someone seems to be lacking something within the world of space and time that you deem to be important in order to be successful as an identity and to prove your worth. Just because someone else may not have that particular quality, that particular commodity, does not mean that he is not perfect and whole as God created him, and does not mean it's quite possible, because he may not be needing the trappings of the world of space and time to know who he is. It's just possible that he may be in the experience of who he is as God's son and living within the simplicity of a lifestyle that doesn't require accumulation. By which you adjudicate someone's ability to have or live in lack. That's not what this is about. We are all equal, and we're stripping away through the action of forgiveness everything that we could utilize to judge ourselves as being something other than we are as God created us, which is perfect, whole, and unlimited in terms of what we think the world of space and time limits us to be in regards to who we are within our own experience of ourselves. He is your son, my Father, and today I would behold his gentleness instead of my illusion. He is what I am, and as I see him, so I see myself. Today, I would see truly that this day I may at last identify fully with that who you created me to be. And the way that I do that is to accept my brother as myself, because the problem has been separation. It continues to be separation. The answer is, in fact, that we are not separate. And in the miracle of our discovery of the power of our mind and the wholeness and perfection of the reality that we are created to exist in and as, the limits that we lay upon ourselves in the thought that we're bodies in space and time, living in a finite world, simply seem to disappear, and you'll no longer utilize the skill of identity to identify with them, because you will identify, you will begin to know yourself as way beyond any definition that the world could hold and hold you to. So this is lesson 250, and tomorrow we start under the auspices of a whole entirely new contemplation. That will be the contemplation of what sin is. So this is fun. I'm enjoying doing these. I wish I had gotten to this earlier. But so be it. Let me not see myself as limited by not allowing myself to judge you as limited based on the worldly conditions that seem to be presented to me when I view you as a son of man, rather than accept you and myself as the son of God, son of the Father.